Rogers went into the darkness feeling 90% sure he would retire. But after 5 days, he came out and says he still wanted to play. But where he'd play would be the big change. On the Pat McAfee show, Rogers said that his intention is to play with the Jets, but he's still under contract with the Packers, adding that he's not holding up the trade, but rather Green Bay is digging their heels in, working out compensation. NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero reports four-time Pro Bowl tackle and Super Bowl champ Orlando Brown Jr. is finalizing a 4-year contract worth over $64 million with the Bengals. The front-loaded deal includes a signing bonus over $31 million, the largest ever for an offensive lineman. And an era comes to an end in Dallas. The Cowboys informed Ezekiel Elliott that they're releasing him. Elliott spent 7 seasons with the Cowboys. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Breaking news.
Tax refund shock is everywhere, but what is it?
My tax refund shrank.
Mine too. The culprit? Pandemic-related stimulus payments and tax credits expiring. In this reporter's opinion, you need a tax expert.
Hey guys, Jackson Hewitt guarantees your biggest refund.
And tax prep is 50% off? Going there now.
50% off is a limited time offer for new clients filing at participating locations. Max value $200. Visit jacksonhewitt.com/50 for terms.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. You may no longer be a husband, but you'll always be a dad. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Phoenix area attorneys. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXOL Central California, live and local, relevant, really relevant radio. Yeah, I mean, we're here with you. Let's see. Oh, in the news, actress Lindsay Lohan is pregnant. She's expecting her first child with husband Badar Shammas. Yeah, the Mean Girls star announced the news in her Instagram page. I'm figuring the kid will be part of a long line of Hollywood offspring born with a silver spoon in their nose. Yeah, well, it's Hollywood. What can you expect, right? Okay, coming up, we've got to look at world and California news, local news, sports, financial news. We'll go in depth with the weather. Yeah, and we're having some, a little bit of, well, what's the term they're using? Unsettled weather. So we'll touch on that. And let's see, what else is going? Oh, Flavor Flav turns 64 today. Flavor Flav, yeah, he's so old. He's so old that he now wears a grandfather clock around his neck. Yeah. Oh, well, and he's still around. What can I say? And, tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day, right? Yeah. Well, let's see. St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. Just after St. Patrick drove the snakes out of Ireland, he then guided them to the TV recording studio for The View. Yeah, I think that's where they settled. How about some birthdays today? Let's celebrate our big shot birthdays. Game show host Chuck Woolery, 82. Paunch is 74. Actor Eric Estrada, 74. Now, you may remember a gentleman that worked for KXO a number of years ago by the name of Steve Gonzalez. Yeah, Steve Gonzalez went on to Hollywood. He was a stand-in for Eric Estrada. Looked very, very much like him. Okay. Anyway, actor Victor Garber is 74. And other birthdays, Nancy Wilson of Heart, 69. Actor Clifford Powell is 67. Actor Jerome Flynn, 60. Actor Lauren Graham, 56. Actor Judah Friedlander, 54. And actor Tim Kang, 50. Actor Brooke Burns, 45. Actor Kimry Lewis, 41. Actor Brett Deverne, 40. Actor Alexandra Daddario, 37. And Wolfgang Van Halen is 32. Yeah, Eddie Van Halen's little boy, Wolfgang, 32 today. Isn't Valerie Bertinelli his mom? Yeah, I believe so. Local birthdays, got them coming up. It's March Madness on AM 1230.
3 seconds, no timeout!
The NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. We've got the action all the way through the Final Four and the championship game. March Madness on KXO AM 1230, brought to you by
Imperial Valley College, Dan's Auto Body in El Centro, and the Center for Employment Training.
Let's celebrate today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Edgar Zapata, Art Grijalva, Elizabeth Aguirre, Grace Garcia, Jim Valdez, Guillermo Carrillo, Marge Lou, Mike Cuff, the pig farmer, Mary Lou Onweller, Patrick Abubo, Mary Moreno, Rhonda Derrick, Sarita Alvarado Hernandez, Celia Castaneda, J.R. Ruiz, Justin Pizzeño, Bella Benavides, and Rosa Arias. Happy birthday from KXO. And we mentioned tomorrow St. Patrick's Day. I am Irish, actually about 25% Irish, which is kind of funny because my brother will admit only to the Irish. Yeah, 75% German, but the Buckley part is Irish. Anyway, St. Patrick's Day, considered the 4th biggest drinking day of the year, just behind New Year's Eve, the 4th of July, and the election night. Yes, somewhere in there we're going to have to throw in Cinco de Mayo as well. So anyway, tomorrow plan to wear green, okay? I don't bother. I've got green eyes, and that usually suffices. And a little bit of a tidbit from the KXO files. Vinyl records outsold CDs for the first time in decades last year. Yeah, vinyl is back. Yeah, and outsold CDs last year. All of my vinyl, the classic rock from the 60s and 70s that I collected, it's now in the hands of my daughter Amy and granddaughter Emily Ann, and they are enjoying it all the time. Ah, yes. Let's see. Oh, we've got news. We're ready. It's a look at World and California news headlines right now. And it is brought to you by your friends in the air conditioning business. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is testifying before senators on Capitol Hill right now about those 2 bank failures over the past week.
I can reassure the members of the committee that our banking system is sound and that Americans can feel confident that their deposits will be there when they need them.
Newly released video footage captures Russian fighter jets clipping an American surveillance drone and dumping fuel on it before it goes down in international waters off Ukraine. The recommendation from Republican Senator Marco Rubio on CBS Mornings.
Fly more of these in that area and to potentially have them escorted by U.S. fighter jets.
Maternal mortality skyrocketed during the pandemic. CBS's Linda Kenyon.
The report finds the number of women who died during pregnancy or shortly thereafter rose 40% to 1,205 in 2021.
It dropped substantially last year. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. YORK.CE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news as the state gets a bit of a break from all the wet weather. Efforts continue to restore power to thousands of Californians who are still in the dark. Crews doing their best, according to PG&E's Samit Singh.
This has been the most impactful storm that we have seen in terms of customers out in a single day in the Bay Area since 1995. It is highly unusual to have so many storms in quick succession.
More than 100,000 customers still without power. Singh saying the most recent storm wiped out power to more than 350,000 customers during its peak. Two unions representing 65,000 LA Unified School District employees are expected to go on strike for 3 days starting next Tuesday. Union leaders announcing their intentions at a rally Wednesday.
Are you ready to shut it down? Are you ready to shut it down? You ready to walk out? We are walking out on Tuesday.
Representing cafeteria workers, bus drivers, custodians, special ed assistants, and nurses. Dry conditions for a few days, then more rain next week. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Attention pilots. Imperial Valley Flight Training will be conducting an 8-week ground training regimen conducted by certified flying instructor Wally Hale in preparation for the FAA knowledge test. The course begins April 4th with 2 meetings per week and is open to student pilots, all aviation enthusiasts, and rusty pilots looking for a refresher on navigation, weather, performance, and more. Cost is $495 due on registration. Includes all study materials and instruction. Registration deadline is April 4th. For more information, call Wally Hale, 760-427-8771.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane, Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Imperial Valley to serve you. And wherever you are with their mobile service. Quick Lane. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Well, the 2023 California Midwinter Fair numbers have been released. The annual event was blessed with what fair officials called decent weather all 10 days. Paid admissions were up 12% from the previous year. Food concessions were up 17%. Did you know Spiral Fries and the Barbecue Village were the top food venues? Carnival sales up 11%, while the animal exhibits and auction sales were up. The average price per animal was down. The highest price for a steer, over $15,700, and a goat garnered $95 per pound. Auction totals should be near $2 million when it's all counted. The inaugural window decorating contest, by the way, won by Imperial Valley Volkswagen. Gordon's Carpet was second, Discount Tire third. And this year's title sponsor, One World Beef, announced they will return as presenting sponsor in 2024. Well, the strike against Spreckles Sugar is continuing. George Gale has more.
Members of the UFCW Local 135 went out on strike last Thursday, 1 week ago today. The union is claiming unfair labor practices against Spreckles Sugar. Spreckles filed an emergency motion on the union's claim. In a press release, it says U.S. District Court Judge Gonzalo Curiel has denied the motion. In a brief explanation, Judge said the motion failed to demonstrate merit. The union claimed that the motion was an attempt to break the strike. The union says picketing will continue at the plant at Highway 86 and Keystone Road and at the warehouse on Ayton Road. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time is 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Well, construction crews will be working on the Interstate 8 Colorado River Bridge near Yuma. The work will mean the eastbound and westbound lanes on the bridge will be closed. Work scheduled for tomorrow from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. And again, Monday and Tuesday from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. Additionally, the eastbound Interstate 8 4th Avenue on-ramp will be closed those days from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. The work is part of an ongoing project between Caltrans and Arizona Department of Transportation to upgrade the Interstate 8 Colorado River Bridge. The work includes resurfacing the bridge deck, replace bearings at bridge hinge locations, as well as replace approach slabs and defective guardrail, as well as the seismic bearings. Well, it's a scam that just doesn't seem to go away. George Gale has more.
It is a national problem. Customs and Border Protection says telephone scammers are continuing to target residents nationwide to gain personal information that would bypass financial security protocols. CBP employees are continuing to receive numerous calls from people concerned about unsolicited calls from scammers posing as Border Patrol agents and CBP officers. The scammers claim to have intercepted a package of drugs. The scammers demand more personal information to resolve the issue with the victim's name on it. They say that anytime a shipment of drugs or money are mentioned, it is probably a scam. Be aware, there are various variations of the scam. As soon as you suspect a scam, just hang up the phone. Scams can be reported to the Federal Trade Commission online as well. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that's it for page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
It's tax season, and Barone Enterprises Services is here to help you get things done right. They'll make sure your income taxes are done properly with top quality, courteous, professional service. And employers, did you know there's some tax rebates you might not have heard about that'll save you money? Barone's has decades of experience with setting up corporations or partnerships and assisting businesses with QuickBooks and bookkeeping solutions. To set up an appointment, call Barone Enterprises Services or stop by their office at 404 East 2nd Street in Calexico. Barone Enterprises Services.
Page two of the local news is served by K's Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're just off Highway 86 in Imperial. Great Japanese food. They specialize in sushi rolls, 50 different varieties, one for every state. Well, legislation to increase affordable student housing has been introduced. George Gale has more.
It was announced by 2 assembly members and the Student Homes Coalition. Assembly members Eduardo Garcia and Kevin McCarty, a Democrat from Sacramento, and the Student Homes Coalition, representing students across California, announced the assembly bill. The legislation, authored by Assemblyman Garcia, aims to increase access to affordable student housing by creating incentives and streamlining the development process for projects near higher education institutions. Garcia said access to affordable student housing should not be a barrier for students pursuing their education. Garcia said that they were honored to partner with the young leaders from across the state on this student-led legislative initiative to alleviate student housing insecurity. The Assemblyman believes addressing the student housing shortfall is critical to expanding higher education opportunities for all. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, a blood drive taking place today from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. at the El Centro Regional Medical Center office building on Ross. The bloodmobile is parked in the parking lot there. And they are giving away LifeStream water bottles to all donors who donate today. It's the Caltrans Clean California Initiative with a free dump day Here's George.
It will be held this Saturday. It is part of the Caltrans Clean California initiative. You will be able to dump bulk trash at the Caltrans El Centro Yard at 1102 Montenegro Way or at the Brawley Yard at 200 South Palm Avenue in the morning between 8 a.m. and 12 noon. Both sites will be accepting the bulk trash free of charge. You can also visit cleanca.com to organize your own local cleanup effort. All registrations will receive a free litter pickers and free bags. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
And it's the State of the County address. It will be held tomorrow at Crown Citrus Company in Calipatria. The Imperial County Board of Supervisors Chairman of the Board, District 4 Supervisor Ryan Kelly, will present the State of the County. The program starts at 6:30 p.m.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, serving you fresh and delicious Japanese food. Also giving you great customer service and a menu full of items for everyone's appetite. Check out their unique Estates Sushi Rolls, one for each of our 50 states, and come join them with their famous Sake Bomb, a thrilling event with James Chingon. Make a group reservation at their cozy patio or cater at Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, 416 South J Street in Imperial, or call in your order at 760-355-4440. Visit them at KSushiBarandGrill.com.
The National Weather Service says unsettled weather with periodic cloud cover and slightly below normal temperatures will be common over the region the next several days. However, drier and warmer conditions will spread into the area over the weekend. Ahead of the next approaching weather disturbance, a return to cooler and showery weather is likely during the middle of next week. 79 our high yesterday, 52 the overnight low. Wind gusts peaked at 43 miles an hour yesterday afternoon. Today, partly sunny, then gradually becoming sunny with a high near 77. West winds 5 to 15, gusting up to 20 miles an hour, then turning out of the north. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 49. West wind about 10 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast after midnight. Friday, sunny with a high near 77. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming east. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 79. North wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunday will be mostly sunny with a high near 79. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast. 52 degrees, 66% relative humidity, wind out of the west, 3 to 5 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news served up by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. You'll find them just off Highway 86 in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Mike Trout with a single put the USA into the WBC quarterfinals with a 3-2 win over Colombia. USA team continues. They'll play Venezuela on Saturday. Venezuela won their bracket with a 4-0 record. Both Mexico and USA went 3 2-1 in pool play. Mexico emerged as the higher seed by beating Team USA on Sunday. Mexico will play Puerto Rico in another quarterfinal matchup, and that will be tomorrow. And star New York Mets closer Edwin Diaz suffered a right knee injury last night during an on-field celebration of Puerto Rico's victory over the Dominican Republic. No word on how long Diaz might be out.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
NBA action. Clippers, they clipped the Warriors 134-126. In overtime, Mavericks beat the Spurs 137-128. Celtics over the Timberwolves 104-102. Kings beat the Bulls 117-114. Heat hammered the Grizzlies 138-119. 76ers clubbed the Cavaliers 118-109. Lakers had a chance to pull to 500 on the season. They were playing the lowly Rockets, and the Rockets rolled, beat the Lakers 114-110. We've got NCAA men's basketball action today. First round games, 3 and 4, starting at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Yeah, and our coverage continues today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and next week. NCAA men's basketball action on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Have you visited the Peanut Patch in Yuma? Why not? Go ahead. Visit the Peanut Patch in Yuma. You're going to find so many great things available for you. The Peanut Patch, open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. You will find homemade chocolates, all sorts of varieties, made from scratch just for you. The Peanut Patch. You want to get there? Well, Google thepeanutpatch.com. You'll get directions. And, by the way, the Peanut Patch does offer tours on Tuesdays and Fridays. Go ahead, tour the Peanut Patch. You're going to love it. Don't forget, Easter is just around the corner, and you will love the variety of candies, chocolates, and goodies at the Peanut Patch, perfect for an Easter basket. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Donna and Pat say, come on by the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property, also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Markets right now, we're seeing green. The Dow up 73 points at 31,946. The S&P 500 up 24 points at 3,915. The NASDAQ up 109 points at 11,554. Gold up $4.20 an ounce, and oil down $1.35 a barrel. Right now showing $66.33 a barrel. Buy now. Yeah, and store it in your garage. U.S. home building jumped higher in February, turning around after 5 consecutive months of falling. Housing starts, a measure of new home construction, rose by 9.8% in February from January, but that is still down 18.4% from a year ago, according to data released today by the Census Bureau. Starts in January rose to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 1.45 million, up from the revised January estimate of 1.32 million. Elsewhere, the United Kingdom has banned TikTok on government devices. The UK made it official yesterday. They have joined Canada, the European Union, and the U.S. with similar restrictions. The social media app is not widely used by UK officials, according to a government announcement, but the measure reflects concerns about TikTok's links to China through its parent company ByteDance, and the possibility that the Chinese government could pressure the companies to hand over users' personal information. What? The Chinese government pressuring those companies? The Chinese government snooping? Oh, never happened.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We'll have partly sunny skies today, then gradually becoming sunny with a high near 77. West winds 5 to 15, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Those west winds will become north later today. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 49. West wind about 10 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Those west winds becoming south-southeast after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 77. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then turning out of the east. And the National Weather Service basically saying we're looking for unsettled weather continuing, through midweek next week and possibly beyond. Right now, downtown El Centro, 52 degrees, 65% relative humidity. Wind coming out of the west at 3 to 5 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal. You'll find them at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is telling Congress the U.S. banking system is still on good footing after 2 recent bank failures.
Secretary Yellen says the government moved quickly.
The government took decisive and forceful actions to stabilize and strengthen public confidence in our financial system.
In testimony before the Senate Finance Committee, Yellen added those actions, followed by the failure of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, sends an important message.
Our banking system is sound and that Americans can feel confident that their deposits will be there when they need them.
Yellen also defended President Biden's fiscal 2024 budget blueprint, which some Republicans have labeled unserious. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
A U.S. official tells CBS's David Martin a Russian ship recovered some debris yesterday from that U.S. drone that ended up in the Black Sea. Air Force footage that's out now appears to support the American contention about the confrontation with Russian fighter jets. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The footage shows what the U.S. military calls unsafe and unprofessional behavior on the part of the Russian pilots of 2 fighter jets, dumping fuel on and then striking the propeller of the U.S. drone. The U.S. then ditched the drone into the sea.
On CBS Mornings, Florida's Marco Rubio, the top Republican on the Senate Intelligence Committee, on what the U.S. should do going forward.
We should fly more of them. We shouldn't stop flying them. And in many cases, we should be prepared to scramble jets and respond if they are threatened by Russian aircraft.
Poland's president said today his country will give Ukraine a dozen Soviet-made warplanes for its fight with Russia. The rain has finally stopped in California, but there's plenty to deal with in the aftermath, as we hear from CBS's Carter Evans.
Across the state, almost 90,000 people are facing evacuation. Christopher Moreno left his home in the middle of the night with no shoes. He's been living in his car for almost a week.
So this is everything you got now?
This is my home for now. The local community is stepping in with clothes and supplies.
Ford is recalling more than 1 million older sedans because of a potential problem with with the brakes. Jeff Gilbert from affiliate WWJ has more from Detroit.
The brake hose can rupture on the 2013 through 18 model year Ford Fusions and Lincoln MKZs. While this can seriously impact braking ability, only one crash has been reported. So far this year, Ford has had 12 recalls, impacting 2 million vehicles, the most of any car maker.
And checking Wall Street right now, stocks opened lower but have turned around. The Dow is up 61 points. The Nasdaq's up 100. This is CBS News.
Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
It's happened again. Another mural from a popular artist has been destroyed in Britain.
Morning has broken.
The latest Banksy was named after a Cat Stevens song. It was on the side of a deserted farmhouse in Kent and depicted a young boy opening corrugated metal curtains with a cat poking out. Contractors say they weren't aware it was there and tore it down along with the rest of the home. It's not the first Banksy to be destroyed. Just a month ago, another of a battered 1950s housewife shoving a man into a freezer was partially dismantled. In 2018, a Banksy painting was shredded moments after it sold for $1.4 million at Sotheby's in London. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Police in Sacramento say a man went to an airport and managed to start one of 4 helicopters he tried to get going. Didn't get too far or too high. It crashed. He's now under arrest. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Carroll Buckley.
Everybody's talking about you.
Carroll Buckley.
You're the talk of the town.